This is Paul Bray. Well, hello and welcome to the Dr. Hassan Mustafa Sports Hall in Cairo in Egypt and the opening day of the third IHF Wheelchair Handball World Championship. 8 teams start out on the journey here. Paul Bray with you for this coverage and hope you will be enjoying it. First match up today, it is going to be Brazil against the USA. So we are waiting for the entrance of the two teams. So 2 groups of 4 in this competition. It's Brazil, France, the USA and Japan in this Group A. In Group B, it is the hosts Egypt, Chile, Portugal and India. Brazil were the winners 2 years ago at the World Championships. This, the 4-a-side Wheelchair Handball World Championships. First to come out, the captain of the Brazilian team, one of the 10 players who remained from the team that won the competition 3 years ago. So Jordan Rodriguez, another one of the players who won the World Championships 2 years ago. It's 10 players per team.
بص لو الجمهور زاد هنا
a goalkeeper and 3 court players. Now anyone is actually allowed to go in goal. The rule is that 2 players cannot enter the goal area to defend. Score a goal, it's 1 point. But you can get 2 points in wheelchair handball. A 360 spin, and they're quite spectacular. They'll grab the wheel and spin around. That will give them 2 points. A goalkeeper scoring end to end is another 2-pointer. See the colour code in the back of the chair. Players are assessed their maximum. Classification is well one. Now it's time for the USA to come out. They are a wild card entry in the competition. It is their first appearance at a World Championship, and what a moment. Jeffrey Townsend, first to come out. 45-year-old centre player. Elizabeth Pentecost. She will be hoping to have a nice birthday present next Saturday, which is the finals day. So the aim of the teams, obviously, is to get the best possible position in the preliminary round, because the winner of each group will then play the fourth place team in the other group in the quarterfinals. Second place will play third from the other group, and so on. So if you win the group, obviously you get a better draw. So group matches today, and then 2 rounds of group matches tomorrow. USA will be up against Japan in their first match tomorrow. Then they'll be up against France. And there they are, all lined up. So the officials now being introduced. The USA coach, Ford Dyke, said, we're not here to be spectators, even though we might be a wildcard entry up against the defending champions. It's going to be a tough one. The referees for today's match, Desiree Fernandez of Spain and Flavio Carvalho from Portugal. Start with the national anthems. So the anthem plays. Obviously, these teams have never met before. It's the USA's first foray into the World Championships. Now the anthem of the USA. won the match. If it's tied, as we said, then it will go to that deciding third set of 5 minutes. And that is, in fact, how Brazil, they went all the way with Egypt in the final 2 years ago. It was heartbreak for the hosts then, because they each won a set, and it went to the third set, and that was tied, and so it had to go to a shootout. They start from the center. A proud moment for the USA team in their first ever World Championship. What a moment for them. They had their tryouts at Auburn University. Brazil, well, they've got 23 teams and 168 players in their national championship. And even have a wheelchair national academy. So they will certainly be a challenging opponent for the USA to start with here, with three hugely experienced players. Look out for number 7, Paulo Franco, 21 international matches and 21 goals. Some of them, of course, will be 2-pointers. And also look out for the left winger, Guilherme Lourenço. 6 matches, 31 goals. He was the top scorer in the final 2 years ago. So there they are. Now, the rule with the classification we mentioned earlier, where they're ranked 1 to 4, and it's color-coded on the back of the chair, is also because you can't put players with a greater classification than 12 on court at any one time. It's to avoid you putting all your 4 ranked players. So they have to work around that. If you're down to 3 players on court, then that classification slips to 9. So the coach has to have that in mind as well. Well, in fact, the throw-off will be for Brazil. Quick clarification. And the countdown is on now. So here we go with the opening match at the 3rd IHF Wheelchair Handball World Championships here in the Dr. Hassan Mustafa Sports Hall in Cairo, Egypt. Brazil throw off in the green against the USA in the white. 10-minute set. Good break by the USA. And both teams have had a shot. And it's stolen again, an empty goal behind. Oh, and some holding. And that's a suspension early on. And Brazil see number 14, their captain Marcelo Amaral, given a suspension. They can put anyone in goal. The rule is you can't have more than one person. So the first chance is going to be for the USA. Into goal instead now. It's Ferreira, who's actually a... So it's 2-0 at the moment to the USA. It's 2 points for a penalty, and that was scored by Chase Wolf, 28-year-old back player. And that's another turnover and a poor start by Brazil, but now they've got a chance with the break. And there's that 360 and scores, and that gives him 2 points on the shot. Levels it up straight away. Nicely done by Guilherme Lourenço. An attacking foul now by the USA. Long ball down, and that's another break. Goes for the straight shot this time, but that's well saved. Stopped by June Reid, Lakeshore goalkeeper. All across. I should say the suspension is very short. It's until the next turnover. Now a chance in front of goal. Tries to bounce it low, but that doesn't get past the keeper. Now the break is on again for Brazil. A lot of their chances coming on the break at the moment. 2 against 1. Oh, good block. 360 spin, and that's scored, and that's a second one. Well, he's certainly making a mark early on, Guilherme Lourenço. So at the moment it is 4-2 to Brazil. And it's stolen. You can block with the wheelchair. You can actually block the shot itself as well. But what you can't do is hold the opponent, which is why the USA got the penalty at the beginning. Or charge into or pull a wheelchair or a player out of position. The ball's still with the USA. Ball picked up on the line. It's fumbled a bit. The chase is on, and it's going to be a free throw for the USA. Ball by Ferreira. Long range shot that is comfortably saved. Still with the USA. Now the chance is there, well read, and another good save by Amaral. Good save by Amaral. He's coming out, and there's nothing to stop players coming out and even going up in attack from goal. Anybody can then go back and cover. No, that's well intercepted. That wasn't a great pass, trying to get it over the defender. Chase Wool, scorer of that opening penalty. Oh, was cut out very well indeed. Rensu straight back up again, 31-year-old who plays for Kings Maringa. 13 points in the final 2 years ago. Lourenço, the top scorer there. Oh, it does well to hang on, but it's stolen again. Lourenço, now the break is on. Brazil race forwards. That was a good attempt with the block on. What a lovely pass, threaded between the defenders. That's another point. 5-3 or 5-2 rather now for Brazil. There was a replay of that last effort. So always a bit of help. The scorer of that last goal, Denise Eusebio. So we've got a slight delay at the moment with Brazil. They will next be up against France tomorrow in the first match. So there was that incident earlier in that collision. And a discussion is going on around, was it the deliberate action by Gian Jackson? Going to have a change meanwhile for the USA. Sydney Schmidt comes in number 3. And the attack is on and no one's reacted. Oh, that's well done. Draws the defender, allows for a free shot. Excellent finish. And that's Anderson Ferreira. Technically, he's the goalkeeper, but he's been used in attack with Amaral rushing out when needed. It's clever play by them. He's got a 3 classification. So the break is on now, and once again, Brazil race forwards. They are so quick at taking those chances, and another goal. Ferreira. 7-2 now to Brazil. And there's another break. Every mistake is being punished at the moment. No way through now. The defence has got itself marshalled and are back in cover. And the Brazilians get back in position. Individual cover does a 360, but the shot is weak and it's comfortably saved in the end by Samuel Armas, who's coming to goal for the USA. Now the break is on. 1-on-1. Oh, cuts inside the other way, takes the long shot straight down the middle. And that's a very comfortable save for Amaral. Comes around back into the centre. There's the block with the wheelchair, which is completely permitted. Get in there first and puts the block on. Does well to recover it, gets free. And another goal. And they're racking it up at the moment. Brazil putting on a lot of pressure. Anderson Ferreira scores his 16th goal. So team timeouts called. Each team has one team timeout in each set. And Ferreira has really been putting the pressure on. With Ferreira getting 3 back-to-back goals. Just time needed to reset a little. Yeah, some of the best moments of the game so far. It was the USA who opened the scoring with that penalty by Chase Wolf to give them 2 early points. But from then on, the Brazilians hit them on the break. And initially, Lourenço scored a couple of nice 2-pointers, 360 spins. You have to hold the ball with one hand, hold the one wheel only for the spin. So here we go again, the USA taking a team timeout to see if they can sort things out a little. Now they've got 3 on the side. Oh, the shot near post maybe needed to go on the far side. Brazil have now changed it, put Ivan Diogo Beato in goal. Looking for the break. That was well done to hold up. Starting to turn. Beato coming forward. And all 4 Brazilian players are past the halfway line at the moment. Living dangerously. Chance now in front. And that's another goal. Eusebio with her 2nd of the game. Coming across. I'm afraid the USA a little too far off the pace here to really be able to catch up again. So far, so good for the Brazilian bench. It's a throw-in for the USA at the moment. trying to get clear, but as soon as they open up on the right-hand side, the USA, Brazil cover in defence. That's a good block this time. Clever play. Oh, what a shame. The pass back to Wolf, just beyond him. Did so well to create the space. USA streaming back now. They know how dangerous they are on the break. A quick look over the shoulder for Wolf will tell him that he has got someone right behind him. And it's Lourenço. And another goal down the middle. And surely this is going to wrap up the set as Ferreira gets his fourth goal. Nicely teed up and puts it in. He's a classification 3 player. It's going to be a free throw for the USA. 2 players stuck there, and the ball in the area can't be picked up because obviously that is inside the area. We're inside the last minute now. And Brazil are going to make a winning start in the defense of their title as USA coach Ford Dyke is on his feet looking on. They've done enough, and that's going to be 1-0 to them. The only advantage, of course, with this four-a-side wheelchair handball is that you can cast this set aside and start again on the second set. Good block. Yeah, has now replaced Amaral in goal. And there it is, the end of the set, and a comprehensive win for Brazil in that opening set, 8-2. So some clever play early on where they put Amaral in goal to come out and actually build up the attack. That was a great save, looking at that one again. So it'll be a 5-minute break now before the teams turn around. So 1-0 Brazil. Teams will change sides and then resume. But first ever set for the USA in a World Championship. It was always going to be tough against the defending champions, Brazil, who were comprehensive winners 2 years ago, as we see some of the best actions from the match so far. In fact, I can confirm that the final score, I missed one on the way, is 9-2. So the USA will have a chance now to try and level the score. If they can win this next set, then it would take it to a 5th set. There's the captain of the team, Jeffrey Townsend. And it has been a difficult start. They have just one recognised goalkeeper, the USA, and that's John Reid, who's number 8, who played the match, or the entire set, rather. Whereas Brazil have a couple. They have Ferreira, who ironically ended up being an attack. But the reality is that with wheelchair handball, is that the goalkeepers will often come out and they're interchangeable. And indeed, some teams at this championship have no goalkeeper at all on their lineup in terms of position, because you have to be versatile in wheelchair handball. And you have to get yourself out and join in. But that was brilliant play. Lourenço impressing again. It started well enough for the USA with the penalty, but after that, what they realized is that every time they had a weak shot, the Brazilians were quick on the break, and it made it really, really challenging for them. All the teams will go through to the quarterfinals. The problem is if you finish bottom of a group, you will get the winner of the other group. The other group that features the host Egypt, who were the finalists 2 years ago, who pushed Brazil all the way to a shootout at the end of the final set. And then Chile, Portugal, who are the current six-a-side wheelchair world champions, and India. So whilst here, the USA, Japan, and France in this group are playing their first world championship. Brazil, the standout, more experienced team in this group, whereas in the other half of the draw, it's a lot of experience and teams who've played a little bit more in the championship. So time to try and reset things for the USA. And you can't have a draw in a set either. So if a set finishes tied, it will go to a golden goal. First team to score wins it. And if after 5 minutes there's still no goal, then you do the shootout, which is unlike a standard penalty. It's they start from the halfway line with the ball. They have to dribble the ball down as close as they want to get, and then take the shot. And it's 5-piece. And then after that, sudden death. At the end of the final set, there's no golden goal. That goes straight to the shootout. So a few staff changes then, and it looks like the USA are going to bring on Najee Smothers for the second set. He's for the Calb Silver Streak, captain of the team in Georgia. So here we go then, the second set of this opening match in this wheelchair handball world championships. The USA throw off trailing 1-0, having lost 9-2 in the opening set. That's come off one of the defenders. It'll be a throw in from the corner. Lorenzo getting in the way. The 31-year-old with 31 goals to his name already in just 6 international matches at the last World Championship. So much experience. Wolf stays on. Spins around, but he's very, very quickly covered by Eusebio. Ah, that sailed past the post. Shot by Najee Smothers. Just 17 years of age. Great, great prospect. Putting the pressure on early, but that's dangerous because they'll race forwards. Looking for an option. That's a good pass. Lorenzo tries to change direction, but well covered by Smothers. Little switch. Eusebio may have just moved a little too early, took the block off. I think Lorenzo was trying to come around to use, and now it's Pereira again in the attack. First goal, and who else? Lorenzo. There's the shot, just in, and it's difficult when they often put it low. It's just difficult to reach down to, and a lot of power on it too. A double dribble, picked the ball up, dropped it, and picked it back up again onto the lap. You can hold it 3 seconds on your lap, and there's a problem with the ball now. No resin on the ball, but it's actually a very sticky ball anyway. So we're about 1.5 minutes into this second set. It's 1-0 to Brazil. The score has been accumulated, whereas in fact it shouldn't be. 9-2 was the end score of the first set. Lorenzo nearly going down. Eusebio trying to get clear. She manages to go wide and it peels open the defense, but they're covering very well at the moment, the USA. Not a lot of places for them to go. Try the long range shot almost out of desperation. That was a great effort by the USA. Oh, good interception now. Brazil on the break. This is where they've been dangerous. Takes the shot low and scores. And Pereira, his 5th goal of the match, first of this set. That gives them a 2-0 lead. So back come the USA, 2-0 down early on here in this 10-minute set. They were unlucky because they did really well to put some good cover on the last one, but still the experience of Brazil, they managed to find that extra space. Little handoff. Wolf waits for a bit of space, cutting back inside again. Aramas. Far side, Jackson, free in front of goal. Oh, unlucky. The bounce comes off the post, and that's a let-off for Beato. The Falco-esque Chapeco goalkeeper. Nice flow, but the USA, that's good defense on the far side. Aramas, who covered very well, and they really cornered them. Say who are playing with Austin Johnson in goal this time. Smothers comes around, trying to find a bit of space, covered all the way by Ferreira. And that's a pass to the line, goes astray, a little overdone. Ball is put out. USA coming back very quickly here to cover. Past the 4-minute mark, 2-0 at the moment for Brazil. Just couldn't quite control the ball, and that's going to be a goalkeeper throw. Austin Johnson, 27-year-old. Listed as a playmaker, but as we said, that means nothing in wheelchair handball. You've got to be versatile, and we saw Brazil were actually using it tactically in the first half when they put Amaral in goal. He would then come out and they'd switch in goal. Anyone can go in goal. Oh, 360 and scores, and that's going to really put the pressure on. Lorenzo does it again. His third 360 spin of the match. Great rotation. That's 2 points. So free throw for the USA. We're midway through the second set. And that's going to be a goalkeeper. Ball for Beato. The shot was taken. No infringement. So forward come Brazil with a little bit of a cushion, helped by that two-pointer by Lorenzo on the last attack. Almas doing a good job defensively, trying to cover. Long-range shot. Clips the top of the bar. If you're wondering, the goal's slightly shorter than an indoor handball goal, which is normally 3 by 2 meters. The wheelchair handball goal's 3 by 1.70 meter high. Oh, that's a nice play. Right in front. What a shame. Wolf's the shot goes straight down the middle. Beato makes the save. That was such a nice play as well to open up the centre of the defence. Now Brazil come forwards. Nunes Strug has come on, number 12. Renzo manages to stay afloat. That pass, though, just a little too far ahead. Sibio has to chase back now. The USA come back. Good play by Amas, who tries to use the block put on by Wolf. Goes the other way this time. Spins. Again, straight down the middle with the shot. Still 4-0 in the set. I'm off the wheelchair. Everyone's racing for it, but it's been given as a USA ball. Takes a little bit of the pressure off, but they need a lot of quick goals now. Wolf drives forwards. Jackson waiting in front. Around comes Smothers. Has a quick look, thinks about it, but that's stolen. Lorenzo gets a hand in the way, puts the ball up for Sibio to chase. Oh, and that's good play. Smothers got there, forced her to turn away. She's now instead found the ball out to Nunes Strug, who gets his first of the game. He's delighted, and that's now 5-0 to Brazil in this set. So back come the USA, 2.5 minutes of this set remaining, and it looks at the moment as if Brazil are going to start up with a 2-0 win. That's a chance now. Oh, it goes wide by Smothers. Team timeout's been called. And, 5-0 up. They've got to feel that they're in a good place. Ignore the clock at the top. It is more an indicative clock at the moment. The team timeout, obviously, the clock will be stopped. So here then some of the moments from the game so far. Brazil, very, very impressive as ever, very much on the break, but a bit of showboating by Guilherme Lourenço, who has continued to be an excellent influence on the team. So it resumes after the team timeout taken by Brazil this time. Each team, remember, with one timeout in each half. Lourenço thinks about it, waits for Nunes Chug to come round. And Nunes Chug gets his second. 6-0 now in this set. Awkward bounce for Johnson in goal. Looking for the line. That was a good block on the line. Absolutely no way to go through with Ferreira marking a spot. And Lais Lima, who's in goal, puts the ball back in play. Nunes Chug comes back again. Lourenço coming forwards. Putting a bit of pressure on now. Oh, that's a nice ball. Pass to the left is cut out. That was good play by Armas, who again break is on now. Chance maybe. Well caught. Unfortunately, foul called against the USA, and it's going to be a free throw. And no rush anymore now for Brazil. Points are in the bag here. And they will open up with a good win, a comfortable win against the USA, who fought bravely. But in the end, the experience of the Brazilians told. And that's a lovely goal again. Ferreira, is it? Well, I tell a lie. It's Paulo Franco. Comes through the middle. Block on one side. The defender on the other side was a little bit too far back. So that is it for the USA. 6-0 the score then at the end of the second set. It's almost over. It's a team timeout, in fact, for the USA, but we've got literally 9 seconds left, I think. So there will be no change to the score, and it's going to be a winning start for the defending champions in a group where there will be hot favourites given the experience. But you just never know. All the teams in this group are unknown quantities to Brazil, having not played in a World Championship before. There's confirmation, in fact, 7-0. Forgot that was on the spin earlier. That was a 2-pointer. Seconds remaining then. So back they come. It's more about goal difference now. 9 seconds for the shot. That's come off the defender. It'll be a throw in from the corner. It's Chug. And that is the end of the game now. And Brazil win the set 7-0. And it's 2-0. And so no deciding set. They've done it in the 2 regular sets. And Brazil take points here. for the USA. Then 9-2 and 7-0. The defeats against Brazil here on the opening day. But still a memorable occasion for them. I think they've certainly made a major statement here, Brazil, in this game, that you can't afford to make any mistakes against them. They will very quickly punish you. For the USA, though, still plenty of opportunities. They will next be up against Japan tomorrow morning, and then France later today, while Brazil will have the other way around. They'll start with France, obviously. And they will be hoping to have a good run in the quarterfinal. So job done then. Brazil winners 2-0 against the USA in the opening match. Hope you've enjoyed the match. That's going to be it for us now. And hope you can join us again for the matches later today as the group stages continue. But for now, from me, Paul Bray, goodbye.